Lakh lakh shukrana. Uh, 2 weeks ago, uh, I was asked to do this satsang, and I reluctantly refused, and I felt so bad. So Guruji actually came in my thoughts and said that you have plenty to share. And actually the reason why I declined, because my journey has been very short, about 7, 8 months, if that. So when I came here first time, I felt so good, so good. और जो मन में इतना सुकून मिला कि since then I've been coming here every single day, not every single day, but every single time. And I've been actually coming here like a magnet, you know. And I've been actually listening to the Shabad. Actually, I don't understand Punjabi, but actually I've tried, and I tried to extract some meaning. And I've been listening to the Satsang, and I now believe that this Guruji is Sakshat Bhagwan, and I have no doubt in my mind. And so after the first offer that I declined, Guruji has been coming in my mind and giving me the thoughts that you have to do this. And you have plenty to share. And so what I did was thank Guruji, and then sure enough, there was another offer, and I could not say no. In last 7, 8 months, there have been so much rahmat from Guruji, and you have to actually in छोटी-छोटी बातों में देखना पड़ता है. छोटी-छोटी बातों में actually I could see Nazrana, and I've been very lucky in maybe even in 7, 8 months to be here. Now, I will actually show you some of the stuff that actually happened in my life. When I was a little boy, maybe about 1 week old, I had a very serious surgery. The intestine actually came out when I was 1 week old. And in India, you can see that the hospitals are not that good, at least in those days. My mother actually wrapped me around with a scarf, took me to the hospital. The surgeon was about to go for another surgery, and actually took care of me. And Shukrana, Guruji, Shivji. The second thing that I can actually tell you, there are so many things that I can share. When I was about 4-year-old, I was bit by a rabid dog. There were 2 other people, 2 other boys. Actually, they died, and I was the 3rd one. And my father actually took me to maybe 7, 8 kilometers every day for 14 shots in the abdomen. Survived. Fast forwarding that life. Lot of ups and downs. Actually, I went to engineering school, did my engineering with honors from BITS Pilani, and then I did a little bit of work. And I applied for green card. In those days, US was inviting applications from engineers. When I came here, of course, you know, I got the approval in about 2 months. And when I came here, there were no jobs. And I went to one of the universities and approached the chairman of chemical engineering department, and he offered me the admission right away. And then I talked about teaching assistantship, and he said, take this GRE exam, and if you score this much, we'll give you the assistantship. Sure enough, I got that score. He gave me an office with the department, other department people, free tuitionship, stipend, and moved along. Again, fast forwarding, I worked for a big company. And then Guruji had some other plans for me. He actually put the thoughts in my mind to go to medical school. Think about this. I had little children. One of them, the youngest, was 1 year old. And I finished engineering, then I did medical school. And sure enough, things have been okay. Now, after I came here to this ashram, actually the first time when I came here, I really, really, really felt very good. And therefore, I've been coming here every single time I get the opportunity. Just to show you some examples of the Guruji's Najarana. One day, we are walking with Minaji in Colonial Park, and it was so hot that she was really, literally perspiring. And we said, Guruji will probably do something. And sure enough, the clouds came from nowhere, and for some time, there was no sunlight. I mean, there was sunlight, but it was not that hot. To give you another example of Guruji's Kripa, as we know that in the US, there are a lot of townships that will actually give you tickets for no reason. You know, they will go around and they will find some violations, for example, weeds growing in your property. And so we had one property that we got a ticket. And I put Minaji up front to defend. And it was actually on the video, on the virtual hearing, and Minaji said, I'm not guilty. And I told Minaji that just do whatever is right. And we were doing everything possible. We had people to cut the grass, feed the weeds and all that. But Minaji was getting upset. She said, I'm going to plead guilty. And I said, no, just do the right thing. And she pleaded not guilty. So in the actual hearing, you would not believe Guruji's Kripa. He did not even, when the name came, the judge says, that case is dismissed. And that is Guruji's Kripa. Okay, so now in my journey, what am I actually doing? I'm actually trying to clean my heart, get rid of my anger, arrogance, and whatever else I could, so that I can have Guruji come in my heart. What else am I doing? I'm not asking for any specific things from Guruji, but I'm definitely asking for good health of children, and hence Guruji actually gives them sadbuddhi, and also I'm asking for Vishwa ke liye shanti. That's all I'm asking. Jai Guruji.